What's up, everyone? I'm Jason. This is the Freebird Garage, and we are finishing up the last pieces of the motor so we can actually get it into the frame and start reassembling this flat tracker. All right, so we've been working on this 8083 to 1275 long process, doing a lot of cleaning up. This in particular was one that was pretty nasty. I got it to an okay polish, but I've sanded and buffed it in between. Still needs a final cleaning on it, but came out pretty decent, better than what it was on that blonde look from the old motor there. So we got that all cleaned up. I was able to knock out the bolt that was stripped, so that's all good to go. Everything else is pretty much prepped and ready. So we got about a couple pieces on here, and then we can actually start working on the motor side and getting this on here, all right? So first part, we gotta get our gasket, our seal, our shift seal there on. Gotta get our adjuster on and our timing plate. So real simple stuff, but I'll show you guys and let's get installing it. What we're gonna do first is get our tensioner on here and get this going underneath here. Got on this nice blanket so we don't scratch up all that work we just did on the cover, and it was a lot more than I wanted to admit. Probably wouldn't do that again. Probably would have just powder coated, call it good, sandblast it, something of the sort. So here's this last one. This is like reverse thread, so we gotta get this all the way through. Throw our locking nut on there, and I can't quite remember where it left off on where we needed to be for this. So we'll just leave it down until we get it actually on the bike there, and then we'll adjust it. And we'll throw our shift seal in, all simple, right in the cover, right there. This is the upgraded one too. And our new inspection cover cleaned up. Almost forgot the most important part. We need our gasket, goes over. Picked up some new bolts for this, get those going here. That's pretty much it for the most part, all right? So a little simple on that side. Now we can actually start working this on the motor. Before we get the primary cover on, we got to install our new starter. This is by Predator. This is a high performance starter. Something I just decided to go up with because the old one was all ragged and falling apart and looking nasty, so I wanted to get the chance to upgrade the starter where I could. And this has got 1.4 kilowatts over the stock, which is like 1.2, so should hopefully make things turning over this motor a little bit easier with this one. So check out the package there. Woo! Doesn't come with any gaskets. I got a new one anyways, but everything's stock on there, nice and brand new. All right, these not cheap at all. I mean, I thought starter would be relatively maybe around 100 to maybe 200 bucks. This is like almost a $500 starter. It's ridiculous. That is a lot of money just for a starter. Probably really doesn't really go bad too often. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. All right, so let's get this on and mounted. All right, still have my tape on here, so let's remove this. Open everything up. Did its job. Get everything clean. New gasket, Cometic. Now we can install our starter bolts here. All right, these have to be at 13 to 20 foot-pounds. And we'll bump that up to 20. We are good to go on that, and we can now do the primary cover. Laid all my bolts to make it a little bit easier to remember which goes to which, because there's about 3 different sizes and about 4 different areas of where each one can go, all right? So, luckily on this one, sure yep, got the right side here. We got 2 spots that will actually hold the gasket on. Get our new cover on here. We are on. So I have my assortment of screws here. We are going to start working our way through. Get some of these on here. Make sure I got the right ones lined up for the right sizes. And throw a little medium Loctite thread locker on there. All right, we got to tighten these down to 80 inch-pounds, going in a crisscross pattern. This should be fun. This will be number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So last we just got to do is just set the chain tensioner on here. So I'm going to tighten up the chain. We need to have, when it's cold right now, between 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So a free play going up and down. That's obviously way too much we have going on here. And looking at the bottom here, right about 1/2 inch. We'll tighten it up just a little more. Okay, that looks good. And we'll also recheck that once it's warmed up as well. Make sure we're going in a good spot. Snug goes down. Awesome. All right, we are all set. Bam, motor is put together, stoked. It's been a long process to get it to this point. A lot of cleaning, a lot of scraping, a lot of sanding, a lot of painting, a lot of prepping, a lot of grinding. There's a lot that had to be done in order to even get to this part, and I'm stoked because pretty much meticulously tried to go through this entire process to make sure we are good to go before it has to go into the frame. I just don't want to pull it back out of the frame, but it's inevitable. I'm sure one day I'm gonna have to probably pull it out. Hopefully it's not anytime soon, but at least we can get the rest of the bike starting to assemble itself. That's gonna be a trick, is grabbing that motor and putting it inside of that frame. And how heavy it is. So I got a couple ideas we're gonna do. I obviously gotta do the intake. We got the timing that will be done on the bike so we can actually figure out. I gotta lay out some other pieces on here for the flat track with the gas tank and the seat and all that good stuff. Make sure everything's fitted, but we're gonna be getting that into the frame next. All right, but for now guys, that wraps me in this one. I'll greatly appreciate if you can hit that subscribe button, tap that like, press the notifications, leave a comment below, tell what you think. And for those that have already subscribed, thank you as always, stay free. Catch you guys later. Peace.